Hey, I'm Liam Ashley, also known as Hooligunn, and I'm here for the Epic Games community blog to unbox the Gears of War board game for you right now. So this is actually the first time I've opened this up, so it's going to be as new for me as it is for you guys. So I'm just going to take the lid off first, hopefully without ripping it. Right, so the first thing we have inside is the Gears of War board game rulebook. I'm sure you'll get a close-up of this as you're watching this, but you'll be able to see some of the items inside. I'm going to move on to something else now. I'm going to take it out of the packet and probably scare a few people behind the camera. So right now what we have, tightly packaged inside. So we actually have the mission deck. So this looks like where you place your cards. So you get a bunch of mission cards and location cards and character cards and weapon cards, and this looks like just a nice way to organise that whilst you're playing. So these are actually some of your location panels. So you actually put these down in randomly generated ways to kind of play the game. It's almost like your levels from the games. So you can see it's got a very Gears 1 feel. It looks very cool. Let's just have an example. These are actually panels, so you actually knock these out. So it isn't this big. It's just each individual one here. So let's have a little look further into the package. I'm actually going to give you guys a look at the front here because it's pretty cool. So you can see there, it looks pretty awesome with the Gears of War 2 art book art as well from the front of that. You may recognise it. Grinders. So these are AI cards. So AI cards basically dictate the way the game's played. So this is the cooperative game. You don't have a dungeon master or anything like that. It's actually cards that dictate the way the game is played and the way the game works out. So we have all the enemy cards, and then we have things like these, which are the weapon cards. So weapon cards basically let you know how many dice to roll for damage and stuff like that. So these are kind of like your mission cards. So you've got things like Hive, which is another mission, Scattered. So these are kind of give you the kind of instructions about what to do and what to kill, and they even tell you when you've won the game, which can help. Okay, so we've got a lot of cards in here, by the way. So we've also got character cards. So character cards are kind of giving you a good look at what each character starts off with and kind of a bit about them. And so here are your cool dice. Now these I have to show you. Can't skip over these. So here's your damage dice. They've got a nice omen on it there. And you've also got a bunch of hit point stuff, so you know how many hits you get, stuff like that. And then you've got locust ones as well. I'll just give you a look at the locust ones. So there's your locust symboled stuff. So let's have a look really in the inside of the box now. So this is the thing that everyone's going to be most excited to see, I'm sure. Under here somewhere. So here are your actual character models for the game. So you've got things like the locust drone. We'll give you close-ups of those, I'm sure. You've got things like tickers. I mean, one thing you should look at is just the sheer amount of figurines in this package. Like, that is how many locust figurines you get in this thing. The quality is insane. It looks like the NECA models as well. So that's your look at Gears of War the board game from Fantasy Flight Games. The board game is available right now in stores, and I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video for the Epic Games community blog.